Hello, Pisces, my moon babies. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. So glad you can make it. Welcome to my channel. If you're returning, thank you for coming back. Now, Pisces, we're going to take a look at what's going on with your money and finances. I'm going to be using the horseshoe spread. We're going to look at what's in the recent past that happened with your money, where you're at in the present, what's in the future, what your attitude is towards your money, what your concern and worry is about money, what your challenge is, and what your likely outcome. That's also advice. And from the bottom of the deck, we'll see what the overall energy is that's surrounding you in your money or finances situation. Now, I hope you're all doing well, Pisces. Yes. And so, for February, happy Valentine's. Wishing you all the love and all the best, now and always, Pisces. Now, Pisces, I shuffled the Gateway Oracle to get a message from Spirit for you, and you have being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. Yes, honey, this is your message. So what this is telling me for you, Pisces, is that things are coming together for you. Things are working out, or things will work out and come together for you. Okay? This is about you needing to be in the flow, allowing yourself to be guided by Spirit. This is you going with the flow in order to be in the flow. And so there's a need to relinquish control, or the need to control concerning your money and finances here, because by you doing that, you will be in the flow, or you are being in the flow, and you're being guided by the light of the moon, your moon babies. Okay, your intuition is off the chain right now. It's like you just in a boat sailing. You're just sailing in this bitch. Okay, you're just going with the current, letting Spirit take you where it is you need to go, and seeing things work out and come together, or you will. Very nice. So, Pisces, let's see what your messages are about your money and finances and what you need to know. Okay. Universe, Spirit, what do Pisces need to know about their money and finances? You've been having some concerns. Some of you have been having some concerns, and some of you are relieving or letting go of your concerns. Some of you are looking to assert yourself, or you are, as you are realizing you are worrying or overthinking, you are moving quickly away from being in your head, or there's a need to move away from being in your head as quickly as you can, because you worrying, doubting, having fears, thinking the worst, you're going to conjure that shit. And even if you have real life concerns and that you need to address, then fucking address them, right? Don't worry about it, plan about it, strategize about it. Okay? Planning and strategizing should allow for you to come up with positive, creative measures that challenge your focus away from negativity, but to create positivity or results in a way that is good, opposed to stressing and worrying and doubting and fearing and thinking the worst and overthinking shit, which is just going to have you plummet into this spiral of negative, stinking thinking and conjuring the worst for yourself. So it's not a hard choice, right? I don't think so anyway. So release your fears, release your doubts, release your worries. Get some fucking sleep too. Go to sleep. Spirit, what do Pisces need to know about their money and finances? Some of you, there's a need for you to be more optimistic. Some of you are considering taking some sort of risk. You want to be careful. Make sure it's not reckless and that you're not being irresponsible or that you are inexperienced at all. Okay? So if there's a need to get help, you might want to do that. Some of you are looking to go in a new direction concerning your money and finances. Some of you are focusing on getting a new job, or you just landed a new job. Some of you are focusing on becoming entrepreneurs. Some of you, you may be trying to dilly-dally with a get-rich-quick scheme. I don't know. Sometimes it works. A lot of times it don't. Just be careful, okay? Don't be reckless, but stay optimistic either way. And do your homework on that shit as best as you can. Knight of Wands just showed itself here, okay? Be mindful not to be too hasty with your actions, okay? With the Knight of Wands, this is you seeking aggressively to improve your finances for some of you. For some of you, there may be a need for you to avoid being too impulsive or making hasty decisions. Okay? Some of you are focusing on wanting to see movement. Spirit, what do Pisces need to know about their money and finances? What was Pisces' money and finances situation in the recent past? What is Pisces' money and finances situation at present? What will be in the future for Pisces' money and finances? What is Pisces' attitude towards their money and finances situation? What is Pisces' concern or worry about their money and finances? What is Pisces' challenge with their money and finances? And what is Pisces' likely outcome that will also act as advice for Pisces regarding their money and finances? At the bottom of the deck, Spirit, what is the overall energy surrounding Pisces and their money and finances? Thank you, Spirit. Light the way, Spirit. Yes. I'm hearing for you, Pisces. Float on and on. Thank you. Yes, child. Let's see what's happening for you, Pisces. My intuitive bunnies. If you didn't like bunnies, I'm sorry. No offense intended. Who don't like bunnies? Well, it can happen. Anyway, let's get into this, Pisces. In the recent past, you got the sun, boo. Know that with the sun here, even though it happened in the recent past, the sun energy is here to let you know that positive energy is definitely being pumped into your circumstances with your money and finances by the universe supporting you where you are and what you are doing or what needs to happen. At present, you do have the Lovers. In the future, you do have the Seven of Cups. Your attitude towards your money is strength, boo. Your concern, your worry about money is the Moon. That's you. That's your energy, Pisces. Your challenge with your money and finances is the Four of Cups. And your likely outcome is the Page of Cups. A lot of water energy here for you. There may be a lot of a focus on family and relationships too, as you are dealing with, or what you're experiencing, as it has to do with your money and finances. at the bottom, you do have the 8 of Swords. Underneath that is the 10 of Pentacles. So with the 8 of Swords is your overall energy. Let's first of all look at this 10 of Pentacles. This 10 of Pentacles is you focusing on your stability, your security. This is you focusing on what you have established or need to establish. This is you perhaps focused on your abundance. There may be a focus on family, as I mentioned before with this 10 of Pentacles, in a practical and real way. Now, for some of you, this is about perhaps a large sum of money coming in or maybe going out. Okay, that may be to do with family. Okay, but this is you, focusing on what you've built financially or what you are trying to build, but you were looking to see how to maintain or sustain it. Okay. And so with this 8 of Swords, you're trapped in your fucking head. Now this is also a self-imposed prison. So you may be having difficulties navigating your money concerns or needs or issues. With this 8 of Swords, you may be experiencing in a real way some limitations or restrictions. Whether that real way is actual circumstances happening or in your mind, or both. But this is you feeling trapped, not able to see a way out. But this also may be a self-imposed prison. You may be focusing on how to release yourself, to come out from being trapped. With this 8 of Swords. Or this is you needing to figure out how to work with your money and finances, where you are experiencing constraints or limitations or restrictions financially and needing to work within those confines. But this is you feeling limited. Now, it's possible where you are experiencing issues with money in a real way, that this is self-imposed. That you may have caused this. And it is possible that circumstances could be happening where it's happening to you and you just don't see a way to deal with it. But this is you needing to figure out how to navigate your money concerns and stop being stuck in your head about it, even if you're experiencing some difficulties. But I do feel like you will get a handle on this with this 8 of Swords, because I feel like this is you realizing that you are imposing this way of thinking on yourself, that you are trapping yourself by your mindset. And I do feel, Pisces, that once you realize this, like in this very moment watching this fucking video, that you can then come out of it and release yourself and stop the negative thinking or the trapped mindset that you may be having, and really look at the way to see your way out. Because there is a way out, but you have to actually see, look for it, remove the blindfold, not see yourself as limited or bound. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Sun. Now, for some of you, you may be being restricted from your money and finances in some way. But this is about you needing to figure out how to release yourself, or to be released, or to have your money released. Now, in the recent past, you do have the Sun. So with the Sun, some of you, there was a focus on a Leo. But with the Sun in the recent past, this is you feeling positive about the progress that you're making with your money and finances, even if you were struggling. For some of you, you gained clarity or something came to light, or there was a focus on a child. For some of you, this is you experiencing, positive circumstances and outcomes with your money and finances. There was some positive outcomes with investments or the way you managed your money in the recent past. For some of you, you were doing very, very well with your money and finances, where you saw savings on the rise, or you experienced abundance in the recent past with the sun for some of you. Now, at present, Pisces, you do have the Lovers, and for some of you, there's a focus on the Gemini. And so with the Lovers here, there is a focus on a relationship, a partnership, or a union for some of you. For some of you, there's a focus on making important decisions, but also making important decisions for the future and for your career, where there may be work issues or money issues, and you're focusing on seeing how to bring it into harmony by you showing compassion, or seeing how compassion can be pumped into the situation, where to do it with work issues or career, or to do with money issues or partnerships or connections that you are in, where your money is together with somebody else. Some of you with the Lovers here, this is the time where there's a need for you to avoid arguments at work and with your partnerships, or with who you are in union with, whereas your money is involved. There's a need to avoid being negative about your money situation. For some of you, there's a need to give the benefit of the doubt in considering things concerning your partnership with someone else or shared investments. For some of you, there's a need to give yourself the benefit of the fucking doubt. And with who you're dealing with, having to realize that, or make sure that understanding is seen. But with this being a 6, this is about, there's a need for flexibility. There is a focus on collaborating your resources with others, or collaborating with those that you share your resources with. There may be a focus on needing to draw on your experience or draw on the experience of someone else. But this here is about you overcoming your obstacles from a space of compassion. This is you needing to have a measure of assurance about your money and finances and your capabilities for you and for who you're dealing with. This also is a time where there may be a focus on generosity, where you are being given to, or you are giving to the situation, or there is some sort of exchange here that's agreed upon. There may be a focus on contracts with this Lover's energy here. You may be in a space where you're focusing on trying to have more unity at this time, especially as it has to do with your money and finances or with work. You may be experiencing where you're going through duality, that you're debating on how to deal with your money and finances, or deal with someone that your money and finances and resources is shared, or deal with things at work at present. But this is you needing to address this so that you achieve inner balance for yourself with the Lover's energy. This is also talking about you may be having some sort of a passion, or this is a time where there may be some good team playing that's happening here in your partnership or connection, or there needs to be good team playing here. Or there needs to be a team spirit. Or there may be you being able to get through or do things through a group of friends, or being in a couple, or being able to turn to a best friend, but someone that you can partner with. In the future, you do have the Seven of Cups. So with the Seven of Cups, some of you are experiencing some confusion about your money and finances in the future. For others of you, you have a lot of options. For others of you, you're weighing up your options. For others of you, there's a need to clear away the confusion. For others of you, there needs to be you making the right choice, or doing what's best for you here. Spirit, clarify the Seven of Cups. Wait a minute. That's not the one I wanted to use. Well, because that happened, because this is my clarifying deck, for some of you, you may want to really be clear on the choice that you're making and making sure that the choice you're making is the right choice. You may find that there may be a need for you to return to the choice that you're making or the options, and you choose something else, or there may be a need to choose something else, or the choice you're making, you need to evaluate it and make sure you didn't make the wrong choice through a mistake. Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Cups for Pisces. For some of you, this is you having wishful thinking about your money and finances. Wishing for things to be a certain way about your money and finances. Spirit, clarify the Seven of Cups for Pisces in the future about their money and finances. That really wants to come out, and so did that one. Okay. We have Judgment, the Hermit, and the Queen of Wands. That's clarifying your Seven of Cups in the future. So what I'm seeing here, Pisces, in the future regarding your money and finances is there's a need for you to make the right decisions. You may be making a judgment call, and you want to make sure you know what all the options are and that you're making the right choice. Do what you can to realize and know what all the options are that are available to you. With Judgment here, this may be you focusing on how to clear away debt, or you're clearing away debt, or looking to see how to clear away debt through the choices that you make, or avoid debt. With Judgment here, this is you rising to the call, maybe focusing on how to rejuvenate your money and finances situation. You may be trying to figure out how to pay something off. This is also about making sure that, as it has to do with partnership, or with who you may be in union with, agreement or contract with. With Judgment here, you want to make sure that you're dealing with like-minded people. For some of you, if this is work, you may have some confusion about work because you may have a lot of choices that you need to make, or there may be a need to clear up confusion around work. With the Hermit here, some of you are dealing with a Virgo, but this is you needing to analyze the situation carefully in order for you to get the best possible decision on this, or to judge this accurately, or to be able to rejuvenate or resurrect the situation, or reflect on it properly and clearly. And with the Hermit here, this is about you contemplating, deliberating, getting insight to what is the best way, or the best choice, or the best answer here for you financially. But also with the Hermit here, there may be a need for you to have more of a minimalist lifestyle, concerning your money. For some of you, there may be a need for you to prioritize your money situation, whereas you may not be doing that, where your money may not be at a high priority in the future, or work may not be a high priority. You may need to make the decision to change that to avoid confusion, or you're not able to do that until you get clarity. For some of you with the Hermit here, this may be to do with an individual project with work that you're working on. That's your own thing that you're conducting. For some of you, this is you needing to do research with what you're analyzing to do with work or with money, in order for you to make the right judgment call or decision. For some of you, you could very well be confused by a decision from someone who is analyzing the situation, that has the ability to judge the matter. But with this Queen of Wands here, this is you being assertive, you having the will and the determination. This is you putting in positive energy and effort towards your money situation to make sure that your money will be okay. But also with the Queen of Wands, this is a sign to tell you that your money will be okay, even if you are experiencing confusion, or you are trying to weigh up your options and figure out the best choice. For those of you this is about you trying to start a business, and there may be some confusion or weighing up your options to what business to start or to invest in. This is you perhaps needing to focus on starting a business that concentrates on the love of people, is people oriented. But this is you asserting yourself in a positive way to address the confusion, or to come up with the right option here. So make sure that you withdraw and retreat from what's causing confusion, or what you need to make a choice about or have a judgment call with, to really analyze and do the research, so that by the time you make the choice, that it's a choice that gives you the results that you're looking for, or the answer that you need. For some of you, there's confusion because, like I said, somebody is looking at or has some influence or effect on your money and finances situation, where it's on hold or is being held up, or you have limited access or no access to it at this time, because someone is doing the research or analyzing to come to a decision before they respond to you with this Queen of Wands energy. Where there may be some sort of collaborating about this. But if this is you, there may be a need for you to collaborate, to use your instincts, but do the things that make you feel comfortable, and that you have a healthy aptitude for this. Because your attitude towards your money is strength. Some of you are focused on a Leo. So with strength here, this is you experiencing a positive cycle with your money, because you are managing your money better or well. For some of you, you are weighing up your options or choices, or feeling limited, or trying to remove limitations or restrictions with money, because you want to focus on buying a big ticket item. Some of you are creating the limitations, setting boundaries about your money and finances because you're focused on trying to purchase a big ticket item and you want to save your money. But with strength here, this is you being strong, having discipline, self-control, resilience, being positive. This here is to let you know that this is a positive sign that you are on the right path with work, and that with strength here, you're doing everything you possibly can within your ability for work and for what you need to do to work on with your money to see balance, or as a result, you're seeing more balance. But you're being strong. This is you also showing some sort of restraint. And so your concern and worry about your money and finances is the moon. So with the moon here, you're concerned about making major decisions. You may be feeling or sensing that this is not the time to make major decisions, and you're probably right. This may be because you don't have all the information you need, and it will present itself to you if you're patient. This is a time where you may be experiencing uncertainty and uneasiness about your money and finances. You may be concerned here that all is not what it seems concerning your money and finances. You may be concerned about whether or not to take something at face value. There may be a concern with fraud at work, or as it has to do with your money and finances. You may be concerned about the way your money is fluctuating. You may be having fears about your money. You may be concerned about your instincts about your money, and this is a time where there may be a need for you to trust your instincts, Pisces. But also be mindful of any hidden agendas, and be mindful of the people you trust or you work with at work or outside of work, to be careful of any shady or underhanded business dealings here. With this moon energy. And also with the moon, you may be concerned about whether or not you're being illogical. You may be concerned about what you're imagining. Or you may be with the moon thinking that something is crazy, that this is something certifiably crazy as it has to do with your money and finances. Now, your challenge with your money and finances is you do have the Four of Cups. So the challenge of the Four of Cups is discontentment, dissatisfaction, the challenge of being able to know what you should reject, but also the challenge of being able to secure or find opportunities that you can seize. The challenge of experiencing dissatisfaction with the way things are, the way things are going, or dissatisfaction with an opportunity or offer. The challenge of missing an opportunity or offer concerning money. The challenge of perhaps you being rejected as it has to do with money and finances. Or the challenge of being able to get satisfaction with something you're dissatisfied with. But your likely outcome is you do have this Page of Cups. I like this because with the Page of Cups, what this is saying is your outcome is that you're going to see healing around your money and finances situation. With the Page of Swords, Page of Cups is saying, because I've said Page of Swords, you may be getting some sort of news or communication. But with this Page of Cups, this is saying that things are going to turn for the better with your money and finances that will be coming in at some point. And for you to just focus on the healing, but also to be mindful to pay attention to your intuition. As long as your intuition isn't off. Spirit, please clarify this Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. No, they want me to clarify the Four of Cups. Okay. Spirit, what is the best advice for the Four of Cups? What is the best advice for the Four of Cups for Pisces, money and finances? What is the best advice for the Four of Cups? What is the best advice? There may be the challenge of dealing with disappointment. What is the best advice for the Four of Cups for Pisces, please? There may be the challenge of not being happy with what you end up with or not end up with. What is the best advice for the Four of Cups, please? Thank you. The best advice for the Four of Cups is the Hierophant. So for some of you, there may be a focus on a Taurus or a need to turn to a Taurus. But this here is about, there's a need to conform and not challenge. There's a need for you to align with a higher power. There's a need for you to be conservative with your investments. There's a need to be mindful about your commitments. There's a need perhaps for you to seek bank advice from a professional. There's a need for you to be mindful to not take chances with your money or put your money in high risk situations to do with stocks or bonds or in general. With the Hierophant here, the best advice here, there may be a need for you to turn to an institution for a possible loan. Or this may be about you needing to see how to be of service or to receive service. But this may be a need for you to be more conservative about your money and finances. This may be a need for you to be a little more rigid with your money needs and concerns, to address any instability or challenge, or to come up with the resolve, the solution. So that you're not dissatisfied or you can receive an opportunity. So this could be you needing to see about trying to get a loan, or maybe consolidating what debts you have. Or this may be you resorting to applying for a credit card. But this is also with the Hierophant, there's a need for you to have faith. There's a need for you to apply wisdom, to make sure you have understanding about your situation with the Hierophant here. And there may be a need for you to be able to focus on your commitments or see how you can go about coming into a commitment that you can be happy with or can bring satisfaction to something that's dissatisfying, or that can create an opportunity for you that you can seize or you can acquire. So let's take a look at what some guidance is for you. There also may be a need for some of you to not be so rigid. I'm also hearing there's a need for you to not be blind to what's going on, and or not to turn a blind eye to what's going on with your money and finances, especially if there's intuitive nudges that you're receiving or that you're sensing things concerning your money and finances. But be strong, have self-control and restraint, do things with a delicate approach and not with brute force. Thank you, Spirit. Your additional advice and guidance is donations, tithing, and charitable work. So with the Hierophant, this can also, I think I said that, where you can see about how you can be of service or receive service. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. Now, this is donations that and tithes and charitable work that you are able to provide, but also that you may be able to find and receive, or both. At the bottom, Pisces, you do have bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness that is Source. So there's a need for you to get grounded. There is a lot of water energy here, so a lot of feelings and emotions, or there may be a lot to do with connections that you are finding yourself engaging in that's causing a lot of feelings and emotions here. But there may be a need for you to just get grounded, be practical, see what you can do, and do what you can. But know with this Page of Cups here, no matter what's going on, things are going to turn out for the better for you financially and with your finances. This will be coming in. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye, Pisces.